What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys. Like always, let's go in and get right into it. So, Voez for the Nintendo Switch version 1.3.1 update is out now, and it is available for all to download. It adds controller support and docked gameplay support as well. Plus, there's a physical edition if you want to import that. So a lot of good information out here, a lot of good updates when it comes to voice on the Nintendo Switch. So shout outs to Gamatsu for this article. The version 1.3.1 update for voice is now available worldwide and adds controller and docked gameplay support. Previously, the game only supported handheld and touchscreen gameplay. You can only basically play the game portable mode. So this is a really good update that adds much better functionality for those who want to be able to play on the TV and with buttons. So here's an overview of the game if you don't know what voice is about. So voice is played by touching falling notes in time with the music, set in a fictional town named Lan Kong Town, which is modeled after Yilan in Taiwan. The story is centered around 6 high school students who form a band that eventually achieves international fame. Gameplay is simple, requiring players to touch vertically falling notes that have hit a bar on the bottom of the screen. Depending on the song, the number of lanes for the notes increase and shift side to side, making the screen look as if it is dancing to the music. There are over 100 songs in the library. 3 difficulty levels, easy, hard, and special, are available. Players are able to choose difficulty levels according to their skill, so they may enjoy all the pieces. And yo guys, I've played this game quite a bit when it comes to my boy Universal One hooked me up with a copy of it, and it is dope that they're finally adding controller support, and that's the reason why I kind of stopped playing the game. And there's a demo available as well. Now I don't know if that controller support is in the demo too, but with the demo you can check out the game, see if you like the music and the style as far as what they're aiming for. But the controller support is really big because some people want to be able to play docked, or if you even want to live stream the game, you couldn't even live stream it beforehand because you could only play it in portable mode. So this is really good, and I think that it adds a ton of value to this game. If you haven't checked out Voice at this point, I definitely say think about checking it out. And once again, if you want to go on Play Asia and import, there will be a physical edition of the game. I'm not exactly sure when it's dropping, but it should launch by the end of January. I know that it's going to have it by then in Japan, and you can check out Play Asia in order to import your copy there if you want a physical edition of the game. But anybody can get the updated support when it comes to the buttons and everything like that. So I'm really hyped about this update. So what do you guys think about Voice version 1.3.1 being updated here? Are you gonna pick up the game at this point? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And moving on to the next article here, we have some big news when it comes to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Japan. So the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has become the highest selling Zelda game in Japan in 19 years. Yo, nearly 2 decades, and this is the highest selling Zelda game out of that time period. That is absolutely insane. So shout outs to Nintendo Everything for the article here. So the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has done remarkably well in Japan. It's the 2nd highest selling Zelda game in Japan since Ocarina of Time, which released in 1998. All other entries that have been released over the 18 years have been outsold, which is just crazy to see because we're just getting going. We're not even at the year anniversary yet, and it's pretty much outsold all of the games except for Ocarina of Time in the past 20 years. So since launch, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has sold 957,752 copies at retail. If digital sales were counted, the total is certainly over 1 million units. Now the latest Wii U figures are also not counted here, so if you count the Wii U in there, which has sold a couple 100,000 in Japan on top of digital, yo, it's blown out that 1 million figure just in Japan alone, which is awesome to see. Now, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time has managed to sell about 1.25 million copies in Japan. Phantom Hourglass, which was the previous 2nd highest selling game, sold 907,821 units. You can check out more information as far as a graph, or I might put it up here for you guys to see as far as where the sales are. And it just goes to show you that once again, Nintendo made the right call with the Nintendo Switch being a hybrid device, and I honestly feel the hybrid nature of the system is pushing sales just as much as the quality of the game when it comes to Japan, because people really love that portable style of game. But I'm not sure if people are in love with the portable style Zelda games, because we've had those before, right? Phantom Hourglass did okay, but there's been a number of Legend of Zelda games released on the Nintendo 3DS that have not reached the heights that the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild have reached. Now, some of them have been remakes and stuff like that, but A Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, that game isn't coming close to where the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will end up. And that game was on the 3DS. It was right there when the 3DS was selling, and it didn't sell anywhere near as much in terms of sales goes. So I'm really happy to see the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is doing great things in Japan. And I think that with the Nintendo Switch, with the sales that you're seeing, with how Zelda has got such a shot in the arm in popularity in Japan, it's a no-brainer to keep this concept in design. Unless you want to give up Japan and all the millions of sales Nintendo's going to get, I think that decision has really boosted things quite a bit, and it's boosted the sales of all the franchises that normally didn't sell as much are all going to sell more in Japan, because you can play it portably and it's the full console experience that portable gamers want but couldn't access before just because of power or whatever the case was. But now it's possible with the Nintendo Switch, so it's awesome to see. So what do you guys think about the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild being the best-selling Zelda game in the past 2 decades essentially in Japan? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, we have a little bit of an update to an article that I already talked about when it comes to the Darkest Dungeon getting a physical release. So Merge Games has come forward to say that they are publishing the physical edition of Darkest Dungeon for the PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Switch is coming in March when it comes to the physical edition. So this includes the Crimson Court and the Shield Breaker expansions as far as DLC content. So shout outs to Gamatsu for the article here. And Merge Games has partnered with Red Hook Studios to bring the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch versions of Darkest Dungeon to retail worldwide in March as Darkest Dungeon Ancestral Edition. It will cost $29.99 on the PlayStation 4 and $39.99 on the Nintendo Switch. So we are getting a little bit of that cartridge Switch tax when it comes to things, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think it's already been well documented at this point why the games cost a little bit more. Darkest Dungeon Ancestral Edition will include the original Darkest Dungeon game, in addition to the Crimson Court and the Shield Breaker expansions. You can get some more information on Darkest Dungeon right here. I'll go over some of it here. So the Darkest Dungeon is a challenging gothic roguelike turn-based RPG about the psychological stresses of adventuring. Recruit, train, and lead a team of flawed heroes through twisted forests, forgotten warrens, ruined crypts, and beyond. You'll battle not only unimaginable foes, but stress, famine, disease, and the ever-encroaching dark. Uncover strange mysteries and pit the heroes against an array of fearsome monsters with an innovative strategic turn-based combat system. There's a bunch of different features as well. The affliction system, you have classic CRPG and roguelike features. Rest is for the weary, camp to heal the wounds, 16 counting hero classes, and more potentially even coming in the future. So pretty cool to see Darkest Dungeon getting a physical release. If you don't want to get hit with that Switch tax, you can always buy the game digitally as well, although I need to check on the prices of that. I'll have a link in the description below. But either way, what do you guys think about this physical edition of it when it comes to the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch? Are you going to be picking up either one of them? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the last article here, SEGA has changed the plans for the Sonic Forces Super Sonic DLC, and it will be free forever, so you no longer have to pay for it. So SEGA prepared some new DLC for Sonic Forces last month. By downloading an add-on, you can transform into the Super Sonic. Now, there was a catch though. Originally, SEGA intended to make the Super Sonic free for just a limited time. It was actually around today when the DLC was intended to cost $2. Yes, $2 whole. Fortunately, SEGA has changed their minds on this, and the Super Sonic DLC will now be free forever. You won't have to fork over any extra cash in the tune of $2 at this point or the future. So whenever you want to turn into Super Sonic and Sonic Forces, you can do so with a free download. And I haven't played the game much after, I think I did a Let's Play on it, maybe a couple episodes, 1 or so. I know I played it on PC. Shoutouts to Master Aqua for the code that he gave me there. and it was okay. I don't think it was as bad as people were making it out to be, at least from the first level that I played. I still need to play more of it. I just don't have the time to carve through everything. I know it's a short game though, so maybe I'll be able to get through it at some point. I generally do like Sonic games, but I'm not like a Sonic fan or big fan or anything, you know, of the games, and I'm not gonna rush out and buy them. I learned my lesson with Sonic Rise of Lyric and Sonic Lost World to an extent. Sonic Lost World's okay, but there's just some issues with some of it. But overall, what do you guys think about this? Get some Super Sonic action for free. And for all those who do like Sonic Forces, let me know what you guys like about the game in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace.